$11.5 billion. Yep, you heard that right. That is the absolutely staggering amount of gross merchandise volume that Shopify merchants processed globally over just the 4-day Black Friday Cyber Monday weekend in 2024. It's a massive, record-breaking scale that literally redefines what modern e-commerce looks like in practice.
And to power that astronomical sales figure without the whole system just crumbling to pieces, the platform had to sustain a peak edge request rate of, wait for it, over 284 million requests per minute. Just take a second to imagine that overwhelming volume of traffic hitting your servers all at exactly the same time.
Now, if you want something truly mind-bending, think about the sheer weight of all that traffic. That request rate meant Shopify's infrastructure had to handle an unbelievable 57.3 petabytes of data flowing through its systems over the course of that single weekend.
But here is the ultimate engineering challenge in all of this. To make everything work smoothly for the end user, the databases behind the scenes served a mind-blowing 10.5 trillion queries over those 4 days. That peaked at around 45 million queries every single second.
Welcome to This Explainer. I mean, how do you even begin to keep a system like that alive under so much pressure? Today, we are unpacking an incredible presentation from USENX SRECon 2025 by Shopify's site reliability engineers Kearney Familia and Brad Feehan. We're going to explore exactly how they survive planetary scale database traffic, and specifically how they manage to tackle the biggest hidden threat to their entire infrastructure. So here's our roadmap for today. We'll kick things off with Black Friday planetary scale. Then we'll examine the slow query threat, look at the capacity purchasing trap, break down their concrete database resiliency investments, and finally wrap up with empowering the developers. Let's get right into it.
All right, Section 1, Black Friday Planetary Scale. To really establish the environment and the massive stakes of operating at Shopify's peak volume, the team uses an incredible in-house 3D globe visualization to monitor global traffic during the event. It really grounds you in that intense war room reality of their engineers. At peak times, they were processing up to $4.6 million in merchant sales every single minute. At that volume, every single second of downtime is completely catastrophic for businesses all around the world.
So who exactly keeps this whole globe spinning? Well, that falls to the site reliability engineers, or SREs. They are essentially the human shield for the infrastructure. They hold the 24/7 pager, working coordinated follow-the-sun shifts so that someone, somewhere in the world, is always awake and watching the dashboard. They are the absolute first in line when something goes wrong, commanding major incidents and operating really complex mitigation tools from the edge networking all the way down to the application and database layers.
Now, Shopify obviously provides tremendous support and highly capable incident response systems to help these teams out. But let's be entirely honest for a second. Being first in line when a platform of this size catches fire can sometimes feel exactly like sitting in a burning room telling yourself this is fine. The pressure is just immense. But as we're going to learn, they've built the architecture to actually put those fires out quickly and effectively.
Moving on to Section 2, the slow query threat. And this brings us to the seemingly harmless but incredibly destructive villain of our story. You know, despite having world-class, top-tier engineering and highly resilient databases, a massive 20%, 1 in 5, of severe merchant-impacting incidents escalated to SREs originate from one sneaky little thing: slow queries exhausting database capacity. What happens here is a vicious, cascading domino effect. A developer writes a database query that just isn't perfectly optimized. It gets deployed, and under that massive Black Friday load, it starts eating up an excessive amount of the database's computational resources. The database gets completely overwhelmed by these slow requests, it starts to bottleneck, and eventually, the database just falls over and dies. And the real problem is, it doesn't just stop there. Those offline databases quickly create a ripple effect, taking down dependent systems and microservices right along with them. This is exactly how a single, unoptimized line of code turns into a massive, multi-million-dollar merchant-impacting outage that wakes up an SRE in a total panic at 3 a.m.
Which brings us to Section 3, the capacity purchasing trap.
Now, a shrewd business person might mistakenly think they can just pull out a credit card and buy their way out of this crisis. After all, if slow queries use up all your database capacity, the logical short-term fix seems to be simply buying more capacity, right?
You basically have two main options in the cloud. There's vertical scaling, which means upgrading your existing servers by buying larger instances with more CPU cores, extra RAM, and incredibly fast NVMe storage. Or there's horizontal scaling, which means just booting up more instances and adding read replicas to distribute the load.
But let's bust the myth of the database capacity shop once and for all. Throwing hardware at bad queries is basically attaching wings to your cache and watching it fly away. Upgrading your CPU or your RAM will only actually yield performance improvements if your database architecture is configured to use those resources efficiently. If the core code is flawed, you're really just paying a massive premium to fail slightly slower.
So, what's the actual fix? Section 4. Database Resiliency Investments.
This is where we move from the false solution of just throwing money at the problem to the real architectural choices that guarantee long-term stability. Kearney and Brad shared a fantastic, fast-paced roadmap of 6 critical historical investments Shopify made to handle their trillions of queries without collapsing. These core steps are horizontal sharding, vertical sharding, connection management, schema migrations, deployment processes, and developer empowerment.
First off, they use advanced database sharding. Think of this exactly like building bulkheads on a large ship. Horizontal sharding partitions their tenants, the merchants, across separate database instances to unlock massive scale. Vertical sharding extracts entirely specific services, like their storefront renderer, into their own isolated environments. By using this bulkhead pattern, they completely isolate noisy neighbors. So, if one database gets swamped by a slow query and starts leaking, the bulkhead seals it off, preventing that single leak from sinking the entire database fleet.
Next up is intelligent connection management. Because at Shopify's planetary scale, it is completely reckless for the application to just connect directly to the database and hope for the best. Instead, they use proxy SQL for a technique called multiplexing. This system sits right in the middle, combining many connections from the application side to drastically reduce the persistent load on the database itself. It manages smart routing, it enforces strict timeouts, and critically, it trips circuit breakers to instantly cut off traffic if a database starts struggling.
And see how this all builds together? Keeping the database safe also requires extreme caution when developers are doing routine maintenance, like altering schemas or deploying new code. Shopify relies heavily on their open-source tool, the Large Hadron Migrator, which allows for zero downtime online schema changes. Plus, they test everything rigorously by deploying to canary clusters first. They hit these clusters with synthetic or shadow traffic to catch glaring mistakes early on, and they have automatic rollbacks locked and ready to instantly revert the system if a bad deployment somehow slips through the cracks.
And finally, Section 5, Empowering the Developers. This is where we shift the focus away from the servers and back to the humans actually writing the code. Because you can build the most resilient infrastructure on the planet, but the absolute best way to handle a slow query is, well, to just not write it in the first place. Shopify prevents these fires at the source by giving their developers powerful tools to experiment and optimize their code against real data sets before it ever hits production. They provide extensive education on query planning, heavily utilizing the explain command so developers can see exactly how a database intends to execute their code. They mandate proper indexing to expertly guide the database to the data faster. They utilize aggressive caching strategies because at planetary scale, even fast queries add up to massive load. And finally, they strictly treat things like optimizer hints as an absolute last resort. They make this proactive resiliency an integral, celebrated part of their whole engineering culture.
So the next time your database usage spikes and the pagers start going off in the middle of the night, ask yourself this: are you just paying for capacity, or are you actually building resilience? Throwing cache at bigger servers might put the fire out today, but optimizing your queries and thoughtfully sharding your architecture is what will actually keep your platform standing tomorrow. Take these insights back to your own engineering teams and start building true platform resiliency. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I hope you found it as fascinating as I did.